at an important step tonight where we're going to put our corner post on the back end of the building here. I chose to use a 4x4 by 8 foot piece of pressure treated lumber for the corner post on this. That way I know that this piece is straight, and when this goes in place it's going to solidify all of the logs to it, as well as ensure that they get stacked on top of one another straight up and down. Now I pre-drilled my holes going through my 4x4. So last night I was here and I just made a mark outwards from the center of the log here and here, there, and so on and across this way. And that way I could drill my hole through and then put my structural screws in ahead of time. And now I just need to tighten them down once this all lines up against the structure well. And for that I need to make sure it's jammed into the corner as best it can be. It's sitting down here on the rock for some stability. And then I can start with my first screw. Now, because I had to buy some of this stuff, I'm now in about $80 in building materials on a 12x8 shed. So we'll keep a tally of that as we go and see just how much this costs in materials. Obviously what I'm trying to do here is find cheap ways to build infrastructure on my property. Now that I know that everything's straight here in the back end, I'm going to take a 6-inch spike and just drive it down through this log into this one. And that gives you a little bit more structural integrity. So that's driven in on both ends. Okay, we're here about ready to put on our third corner post. I just have to make sure that these logs line up level. These ones here line up level. Everything's looking good. We've got our post ready to go. We've got structural screws in here already pre-drilled and put through. So I should just have to set this in place. Make sure it's pushed into the corner well. And then before I secure it, I'll check it with the level once more. Could you pass me that, buddy? And we just make sure that it's standing here nice and straight. Now, I've got no power tools over here, unfortunately. So I've got to try driving these large screws in by hand. It's going to take a few minutes. We've got our rear post sitting down at this height on a rock here, and then you can see it slopes upwards to this rock here for this post. That slope is what's going to give us our angle on the roof up above. Do our last check to make sure it's level. Okay. We'll get this secured, and then building should go quite a bit faster after this.
Yeah, guys, it's gonna get this done in 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you, Dad, for getting this done in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So long as I use now fairly similar diameter trees on either end, I should be able to keep my structure straight this way and come in this way as well. And everything should be lined up nice and straight up and down using my 4x4s now as my guide. So I want to try to bring the fat end now level with the 4x4, and then I don't have to do additional cuts. Something else to keep in mind, if there's a bow in the log, like this one here has a bow coming down, I don't want that bow to face outwards or it's going to become hard to clad the outside of this. And so I'm trying to make sure all my bows are either facing down or up. Usually down, the log sits a little bit more stable. Because it's lined up over here with the 4x4 on the outer side, so long as I keep my bow up or down, it should maintain a fairly straight line along the outer wall. And then when I go to put my cladding on this, it should go on relatively easy, that the face of each log lines up with one another.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Return our build. Bye, everyone.
That was an awful rough ending. We're going to leave our build there for today, showing you our corner posts.
Yep.
And now our walls going up.